Hello. Welcome back to Pokemon Legends Arceus. As you can see, things are occurring now in the world, which could be considered concerning. We were kicked out of the village after quelling all the lords, under the commander's suspicion that we are the cause of all this madness, which is completely unjustified and makes him extremely suspicious in turn. The music currently happening is vaguely reminding me of the Distortion world. I'm betting Giratina is involved somewhere, given what this game is. But I also don't remember the Distortion world well enough to make that call for sure. If you can't tell, I'm very excited to see what happens next. Actually. And, actually, give me a minute. I think this is a good time to look at the Pokemon. Yeah, they took away the ID card, too. Let's take a look at some of our Pokemon. There are two of them that are yet unnamed. And as of right now, due to the circumstances, I'm promoting them to full team members. At least temporarily. So, Pirouette. And Duncan. Now this is both... There was a fighty guy in Final Fantasy VI named Duncan, but also when I was a younger child, when I caught a Sneasel in 2nd Gen, I named it after a cat that our family used to have, who was named Duncan. And I will continue the legacy of this cat, I guess. Duncan was a fluffy cat, a deaf cat, a bit of a troll. Pretty good cat overall. Anyway, so, the world has gone to shit and hell. One of those. Bidoof is still level 3. Bidoof has not grown ultra powerful as a result of the things happening. I suppose that's a good thing. What do you have to say? Nothing new. I really want to know where this is going. Oh wow, there's a battle version of this theme. When things are mad at me. It's not even just like the regular battle music. It kicks in a special version of this. That rules. This game is really good. There have been a couple episodes where it sounds like I've been grumpy and complaining a bit. But no, don't you worry. This game is excellent. I'm enjoying this a lot. Might as well just do this, right? Do you think we'll have to go to the lakes to get the lake trio to, like, seal the madness or something like that? That'd be interesting. Hey, Leon, the world has gone mad and people have turned against me. How are you doing? Still a cowboy? You! What in the world did you do? I didn't do anything. Look at this. Look at the size of that rift. If lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokemon in Hisui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan's in a panic now. I should have known that the only thing that could come from that rift was disaster. I need help. Help? Well, that's not exactly something I can do. It's not that I wouldn't like to help you, but it would put Irita in a difficult position. I truly do wish I could repay you for quelling Kleavor's frenzy as you did. You must know that. There's nothing I alone can do for you. Warden Mai might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You're most likely to find Mai at the Warren Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of Hisui there's a place for you as well. Okay. Well... I suppose we might as well. Don't have very many good options here. At least we can fly. And you know what? I also realized this flute that we're using, given the tune that we're playing on the dang flute, what do you think the odds are that we'll get a final, like, super Pokemon that we can call with it that is just Arceus? Who can, like, just fly freely or something? Hi. It's been a while. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone at ill ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? I'm trying to find out. I suppose it was too much to expect that you could have already had an answer to all of this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? I'm afraid the Diamond Clan can't be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The great Weirdeer took a liking to you. I want to offer my support, but... Forgive me, I can't help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. Well, that's not reassuring. Grr! Pokemon sound? A Shinx? Hello, friend. Can you help me? Am I going to get help from the Pokemon of the world? More or less? I mean, yeah, probably. Wow, this has some real mystery dungeon vibes. It's starting to... Oh, you can help too, maybe. Strange events seem to follow you wherever you go, don't they? What if rather than being suspicious, Volo was like God this whole time? What if that? Found you at last, Crane. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers? Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan. Also, my headband indicates my allegiance with someone who just threw me out. I wish I could get a haircut right now, actually. To say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry. There are still corners of the Hisui region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. So this is how we get to a new place. Here we are. I know. It's no palace, but you know the saying about beggars and choosers. Ancient Retreat. Kagita. Workbench. Huh. It makes sense that we get some kind of different hub to go to. Shirking your work to come pester me again? Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kogita. I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisui's myths and legends. No, mistress, thank you. Just Kogita. And this is... Why, Crane is the woman of the hour. She's the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokémon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one. Seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Duty? Indeed, I am to guide you, lost one, for the task of preventing the great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. Are you Cynthia, maybe? Your outfit is reminiscent of Cynthia. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. Exposition! Exposition! I'm still excited about where this is going. I feel like you're important enough that you have to be somebody. This space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells almighty Sinnoh. Oh, come on now. I know it's neither. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides, above and below. You're absolutely Cynthia, based on your outfit alone. Time traces the path we tread from the here and now into the future. Nice identical dresses over there also. While space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other as those two clans do? You really can't. And I knew this. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, lost one. Here is what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokémon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? Of course. There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. Maybe I should have shown more people this phone. You can see the locations of the 3 lakes marked on the phone. Mistress Kogita's got a lovely workbench here, and if you need materials, I'd be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. What about the pastures? Ah, that is a problem, isn't it? What should we do about that indeed? What was that cry? What was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokémon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. How could I refuse you, ma'am? You know, Volo's a little bit Cynthia-ish too, actually. Now that I've realized. Just a little. I might be drawing conclusions that are unnecessary. Hello, hello. It's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? It's got a letter. A letter addressed to you, Crane. From Silene, probably. To Crane, you may use my Pokémon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene, Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Good tidings from the letter, then? That's right. Now then, so we're to visit the 3 lakes. It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles, too. Seems all is quiet for the moment. And so here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help out, but without drawing attention, so it'll just be one of us. Me or her, it's up to you, though the answer should be obvious. Huh. I have to choose between the Diamond and the Pearl clan? That's weird. What will this determine? Dialga or Palkia, maybe? Surely this is going to be relevant to something, right? I think I like Irida more. They're both nice people. They're both good characters. They're both helpful. I really don't want to choose one is the thing, but I have to. If I chose Adamant, it would be because of the Diamond stuff. Because I've always played Diamond over Pearl, for whatever reason. If I chose Irida, well, I'm going to sneeze is what I'm going to do. Well, I sneezed, as reported. I think I'll pick Irida. That's just what my gut says. Of course you'll choose me. I was the one who got you what you needed when you first set out to Quo Cleavor. You and I made his bombs together. Let me see what Adamant says. Obviously you'll choose me, right? Who gave you that Celestica flute in the first place? That's right, this strapping young man. Don't refer to yourself as a strapping young man, I think. I think I'll go with Irida. I think that swayed me. Just what I would expect of you, Crane. You made the right choice. You won't regret it. So then the leftover leader will... Leftover? Think again. Crane trusts me enough to leave the tough job up to me alone. I'll be keeping an eye on the commander so I can let you all know if anything happens. Of course, of course. Yeah, I think that works out. I think that's a better use of Adamant's skill set and disposition, maybe? And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisui region's 3 Great Lakes to visit first. But we should get moving. I'd rather we walk this road together, but if the commander were to get wind of it, it would only make things worse. I'll meet you at whichever lake we choose. Alright, Arita. You and Crane, well, you two do what needs doing. Apparently we're deciding Verity. Never mind. We're deciding all of them. Well, I know which one I want to see first. I want to see Verity first, because that's the one where I used to live next to. Something you need? Alright, standard shop. Fair enough. I've got no money. What do you think, Kogita? Do you have anything to say? Dear me, lost one. Seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last. Okay. Weird that my sinuses would choose now of all times to act up. Though I guess it could be arguably connected to emotional resonance. You know, that phenomenon that occurs in nature. I have crunchy salt. Huh? It's an antique tea set. Sure is. Interesting that I can investigate that. Now, is there anything else here? I wish that I could access a hairdresser. Because I feel no loyalty to the Galaxy Squad. Maybe to Silene. Where will you be heading? Hey, there's a mass outbreak of Teddy Ursa. I could completely ignore my mission. Yeah, we're allowed to go someplace we're not. You know, I just realized that the mountain is in the center of all three lakes. Spear Pillar, that is like in the direct center of the triangle. I was gonna try and see if it let me go to the village. That'd be funny. Sneak in, get a haircut, leave, you know. Well, let's go to a lake. Okay, so that's how you return to the ancient retreat. They're still dealing with unchanged creatures? Maybe my new guess for the, my new guess, as far as those sand radishes go, is post game has new areas to visit. Seems a reasonable guess. I still absolutely love that they take away your membership card. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It's protected by a Pokémon called... No, I was reading that as Irida. It's protected by a Pokémon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tales go, anyway. Arc phone is beeping. Oh. So that's how we open these. You have to scan the QR code or whatever. The cave! It just appeared from nowhere. Is that the Arc phone the professor was going on about? What surprises wait within, I wonder? Mistress Kagita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all 3 of the Pokémon that guard these lakes. The challenge was never for the faint of heart. Well, time to meet our friend Mesprit. I was given a prompt to use Sneasler to climb the wall that's directly above the cave entrance. The air feels somehow tense in here. That's not Mesprit. That's not Mesprit. You and your Pokémon quelled Hisui's nobles. You can handle any battle, Crane. Well. Okay. So you're Steel Dragon. I'm just saving constantly. Ah, the pattern is still here. Oh, yes. That music that we heard. Yes. Like weird distortion world battle music. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. I think I should be able to beat you in a 1-2 punch. Or at least get close. Yeah! There's probably no way I was able to capture such a Pokemon, and I already had a Gooter anyways. How long have you been inside of this cave? It's curious, but when I watched you and your Pokemon battle, I feel as if there's no obstacle that can't be overcome if people and Pokemon work together. Let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. You feel a mysterious presence. Kyon! Okay, so we don't have Hisuian Mesprit. Saving again. We just have Mesprit. What do you want, though? What's your trial? Oh. Your emotions. Share them with me. Sure. That's your deal. I can only imagine how it must feel to speak directly with a Pokemon like that. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Personality quiz. Surprise is close. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Heartening. Though I didn't get super attached to any of them, it was heartening. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? I don't know what these things mean exactly. We're not that different, really. It's a wide world. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Truthfully, let's be honest. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Mesprit's plume. That doesn't look like a plume. Okay. Oh, do we craft the red chain ourselves? Because this game has crafting in it? Shit. Count. Well, I guess we can't team up with Mesprit yet. I know that Pokemon spoke with you, yet the words didn't reach my ears. It's mysterious, but I suppose when dealing with someone who fell from the sky, it's only natural to encounter mystery. Next, on to Lake Valor and Lake Acuity. Lake Trio must be post-game as far as getting them on the team goes, then. It's not often you get to actually speak to a Pokemon, that's for sure. Looks like that worked out well, Crane. I must say, you know an awful lot about Hisui, Follow. I suppose a merchant like you sees all sorts of things in their travels. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. The same goes for me. Our clan settled at the very spot where our forebears once beheld Almighty Sinnoh. But I've never seen the Almighty Sinnoh for myself. Weighty matters to ponder, for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kogita's home? Yeah, let's just go for it. Perfect. I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Ah, Mesprit's plume. So the legends told it true. Then the red chain must be real as well. I beg your pardon, Kogita, ma'am. What do these Pokemon that represent the mind have to do with this red chain? And why exactly should it bind the world? Your doubt suggests a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very will to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation, exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. What? So does the mind create the world? But isn't it the other way around? Or is it? Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves, on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh, and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials and we'll get the red chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of successes to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. He seems fine with it. More and more human voices echo throughout Hisui with the growth of your galaxy team. True. Well, what is there to do but continue, I suppose. But perhaps next time. Thank you for watching.